Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Right now, the family members, parents of the abducted school children and their teachers at Kuriga Primary and Secondary School in Kaduna State, because they have been set free, they have been released, or if you like, they have been rescued from the hands of their abductors. It is a cheering news that every Nigerian is happy about. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is happy about it. The country is in a celebratory mood. Even though it was 280 students that was said to have been abducted, as Governor Sani told Nigerians and the rest of the world when they were abducted. But we had to later found out from the numbers that was released or that was rescued to be 137. However, the release or the rescue of these school children has raised a number of unanswered questions. This is because Nigerians want to know how they were released or rescued. Because already the information we are getting, at least from the defense headquarters, their statement said that the troops rescued 137 abducted pupils of that school. 137 were rescued. Ajuri Ngelale, the special assistant to the president on media and publicity, talked about how the national security advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, coordinated the security agencies, the security forces of Nigeria, to facilitate the rescue. Ajuri Ngelale spoke with TVC, television, on how this was done. And he also highlighted the role of the president as commander-in-chief in the rescue of the abducted students. And as I said, in all this, the word rescue had been used loosely, which has now raised a lot of questions on social media. People are asking, were the Kuriga students or school children, were they rescued or they were released by their abductors after meeting the demands of their abductors? Were the students released or the school children released after the demands of the abductors were met? Don't forget that the abductors made a demand of 1 billion naira. And just a few days to the deadline of 20 days that they gave, the children were released or rescued. But since government is claiming rescue, it means that it wasn't something that the kidnappers did voluntarily. They were forced. There was a firepower. There was a shootout, probably. So that's why Nigerians are asking questions. How many of them were killed? If there were firepower, if there were shootout between the bandits and the security agents or the troops of the army, as the defense headquarters said, that their troops rescued the children. There was also a question about how these children were able to be transported from Kaduna to Zamfara. Did they move by foot? Did they move by motorcycles? Were they ferried by helicopter? How did they manage to arrive Zamfara all the way from Kaduna? And none of our security agencies, none of our security authorities was able to trace them, despite all the alarms that was raised about their kidnapping. How was that possible? These are some of the unanswered questions. But the most significant and the most important is about whether ransom was paid. Because these people, the bandits, demanded 1 billion. And they said that after 20 days, they are going to start killing the children. Now, before then, we now heard that they have been rescued. Were they rescued or they were released? Because government has to come clean so that they can get the trust of Nigerians in matters of this nature. Because any government, any security authority around the world, whether Israel or United States, they are always open how they did it. They may not tell you the real nitty-gritty of how they got about it, but they will tell you things that will make it believable. They will tell you things that will make it believable that they carried out such an execution of a project of that magnitude. Now, why is this thing important? It is important because we have had cases where police said they rescued and family members of kidnapped victims came out and said it's a lie, that they paid ransom. Police did not rescue anything. For instance, in January this year, the police had claimed that they rescued the Abuja sisters that was kidnapped. The family, the Al-Qadria family, they came out to say no, police is telling a lie, that they paid ransom for the release of the sisters, and that Nigerian police had no role to play in rescuing the 4 sisters and their cousin from the kidnappers. An uncle of the girls made this thing very clear. He told BBC what happened, that they paid. Earlier, the police had said that they had successfully rescued the victims, reuniting them with their families. That was what the police in Abuja claimed, that what happened. But Sheriff Al-Qadria, the girl's uncle, said the family went to collect the girls in the bush after the ransom was paid. They went to collect the girls after ransom was paid, but the police was saying that they were rescued. And interestingly, according to the BBC report, when the BBC called the Nigerian police to get their feedback from them, their own reaction after the Al-Qadria family said, no, we paid ransom, the police did not respond to the BBC. You can see that. And in total, the 5 sisters, for those who are not aware, were taking hostages. They were taken hostage in Abuja on January 2nd, just a day after the New Year, alongside with their father, Mansour Al-Qadria, who was later released by the bandits or the terrorists to go and raise the ransom. And when he raised the ransom, the girls were released. But the narrative by the police was that they were the ones that rescued the girls. And the families, after paying humongous amounts to bandits to get their children back, cannot stand by and allow that falsity to be spread. So that's why in this matter also, Nigerians are asking questions, because already if you go to social media, it's already swelling up there. How did these children, how were they released? Were they rescued or were they released? Was ransom paid? If so, how much? That's the question Nigerians are asking on social media. And you can't blame them. Can't blame them. This is because the Kuriga school children, their abductors, say they want 1 billion. Did they grow? Were they so benevolent that they forgot? They forgo the money they wanted and just released the girls like that? Or were there shootout? Were their leaders killed? If they didn't release the girls voluntarily. So what really happened? Already the foreign media is awash with speculation too. Associated Press, in their report, they are speculating. Why they didn't say how much that was paid? They say it is common to pay ransom to get people released in Nigeria. But he said that no government would, but the government official, they will never tell you that they paid ransom. So is that the same thing that happened here? Because that is the narrative that Associated Press is running with. And Associated Press is not the only one international media reporting from that perspective. Al Jazeera is also following that narrative, that it is common to pay ransom in Nigeria, but that government officials will never admit that they paid. Even the NBC of New York is also reporting the same thing, that ransoms are often paid, but governments will not admit that they paid. It is the same thing with DW Radio and TV of Germany, reporting the same thing. So that's why it is important to avoid all speculation. Was ransom paid? If ransom was paid, how much was paid? And what can be done to stop this kidnapping for ransom in Nigeria? How can we permanently stop kidnapping in Nigeria by bandits or whoever? That is a major challenge facing Nigeria, because right now Nigeria is a country that has become notorious for kidnapping, and kidnappers go scot-free, literally. You hardly go to the court and see bandits who have been arrested for kidnapping. They seem to collect their ransoms at will and disappear into thin air. Obviously, the government that is embarrassed about this kidnapping, did they pay ransom to get these children back? Because it was an embarrassment, because it re-echoed the Chibok girls. The Chibok girls that was at the root of why Jonathan was chased out of office, literally, in 2015. The Kuriga school children was seen almost as a replica of the Chibok girls' abduction. So was the government embarrassed by it and was ready to do anything possible to see that the children are rescued? The reason why this is important is because if you look at this country right now, Nigerian people have lost confidence in anything government. They don't believe anything that government said. And because the present APC administration in the past 8.5 years have been notorious for doublespeak and for not telling Nigerians the truth, people are likely to run away with the narrative that they are not being told the truth about how these children were set free or rescued. But the ball is in the court of the official, especially the Tinubu administration, to tell the world what happened. Was ransom paid as being speculated by the international media, or being speculated even among Nigerians on social media? These are some of the questions that are looking for answers from officials of government, because many Nigerians are suspicious that these bandits, merciless bandits, will, after demanding 1 billion, voluntarily release these children without collecting ransom. That is what is what people many Nigerians are finding difficult to fathom. But the truth can come out from the government. So what really happened? How did these school children get their freedom? Because it is important in getting an answer to it because of future events. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it higher and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.